comparison on Monster Hunter for the 3DS versus the new 3DS. So this is what the online lobby looks like when you're alone. It's not a huge difference, but when there's more people you'll see lag. But with the new 3DS, area loading is much faster, and you'd be surprised how fast this adds up. Now let's check out quest loading time. So this is us going on an excavation. Again, the new 3DS just loads everything much faster, and it just makes for a much funner experience. Now let's just run around the excavation area a little bit. This is the regular 3DS. It's still really nice. I mean, it runs at a consistent 30 frames per second. It does have its moments where it kicks up and it moves a little bit smoother, but overall you're going to be getting a solid hunting experience. It's hard to tell with this map, but things distant in the objects get a little bit blurred with the Monster Hunter on the 3DS, and that blur is taken away on the new 3DS. It makes it look a little bit more snappy. So this is the new one, and I don't know if you can tell from the video, but the movement is much smoother. You can certainly feel it if it's in your hand and you're playing. You'll also notice that even if there's a monster in the area, no matter if it's a big one, a small one, or even multiple ones, I never see any slowdown with the new 3DS, especially when playing solo. Now let's check out online performance, because this is the most important. So this is using the regular 3DS, and you'll notice when you have 4 people in the room that things start to get sluggish really fast in the multiplayer lobby. Things such as eating or anything, there just is a small little bit of lag that you just naturally get used to, and then it feels like a lagless experience. But I guarantee if you go from the new 3DS back to the regular 3DS, you get tripped up a lot. So let's go check out the area. So this area is the best performing area for the regular 3DS because there's no objects, there's no other areas to load. It's generally really good. That being said, the input and everything just feels a beat behind the new 3DS. It just feels a little sluggish. So I'm going to hit here and try to mount Tigrex so we can see the textures on them. But you see the textures are pretty blurred when up close. Another thing that the new 3DS does is they've added new textures which are about double the size on the new 3DS. And it makes the game look much more pretty, especially when monsters are up close. We're going to mount little kitty here and get some screenshots so we can use. Molten Tigrex, by the way, is one of my favorite monsters in the game. He's just so cool. I mean, he starts slow, but man, when he gets burning, it's just like, wah, he goes nuts. I love it. And I'm also using the new Tetsura Nomura collaboration longsword. It's very cool. I love the design. Okay, let's check out the new 3DS. So this is the lobby, and I gotta apologize, the colors are a little messed up because I'm still fine-tuning my capture software, but the colors are actually a little bit more vibrant and higher contrast than this. So no matter where you're going, things are just really zippy fast. Your input is taken right away, and I never find myself getting tripped up. You'll see here really speedy stuff like being able to hit, dodge, quick turnaround. I mean, you never mess this input up because there's never a lag. It's a little hard to tell here, but the textures on the monster again are just gorgeous. They're much better overall. So let's try to ride the kitty. I was playing really bad as I was trying to stare at my capture software, making sure I was doing it right. But here we go. And I'm using the Devil Joe switch axe, which I love a lot. Hack and slash, hack and slash. I was a really bad boy. I was just screwing around, so I saw a shiny and I went and grabbed it. Don't do that if you're online though. Like, if a monster's down, you should be hitting it. Nice paralyze. Okay, look at the textures. The left is a regular 3DS, the right is the new one. You can definitely tell the scales on the back are much more clean and crisp. Again, it's these little things that add up for making it just a much better experience. You'll notice here at the new 3DS, no matter how hard the action gets, the frame rate never dips, which is really nice. When you go from this to the 3DS, it's pretty extreme. So this is my normal 3DS on the left, the LL, and this is my new 3DS LL on the right. You'll notice that the new 3DS LL is a little bit longer, but the height and everything else is the same. They look pretty much identical, except you'll notice that the finish is a little bit different, and instead of the game cart being in the back where you might actually pop it out, it's actually in the front now, which I really like. I had that problem quite a bit. And of course you'll see we now have a nub, which you can use almost like a Circle Pad Pro. There's 2 additional shoulder buttons if the game supports it, which is nice. Monster Hunter does if you want to, but I find it a little hard to reach. This hole here is actually the modification so I can capture, and that middle one is the charging port. And you can see here that the little nub actually works really nice if you just want to do slight camera adjustments here and there. I use the target camera primarily, and I never really thought I would touch the nub, but going back to the regular 3DS, I realized that I use the nub quite a bit without noticing it. Mainly for, like, if I'm going up or down, I'll use the camera to adjust a little bit, and it's just really nice to have. So the new 3DS is definitely the best way to experience Monster Hunter, and I say if you're going to play a game for hundreds of hours, why not play it in the best possible form that it is. So I highly recommend the new 3DS if you haven't gotten it yet, and happy hunting!